Hi, this is Dr. Michael Souza of Intellectual Medicine, here to say a few words about heavy metals. A lot of my patients prior to coming to intellectual medicine have never heard of heavy metals before or its potential toxicities. So I think this is really important to talk about. So heavy metals are substances, when they get into our body, can cause toxic effects, some at any level. So cadmium, lead, and mercury, anything above 0 is toxic to our body. Some of the others are toxic at different levels. So if you have deficiencies such as zinc, calcium, iron, and others, they can increase the uptake of these certain heavy metals, so it's important to fix those. We're exposed to heavy metals every day of our lives, so it's important to find out what your level are and how to treat them. So certain sources, water supply is very important, whether from contaminated water or water that travels through lead pipes or lead-solid pipes are important. Ingestion, so from foods we eat, produce, seafood, meats, nuts, all increase our exposure. Breathing in from the air, so if we live by freeways or construction sites or exhaust, will increase the heavy metals. Smoking from cigarettes and now the Juul ways of getting heavy metals. Contaminated ground soil from lead paint, lead gasoline, and other heavy metals that are in the soil. Cosmetics and deodorants, cookware, paints, keys. So having your kids chew on your keys or putting them in the mouth is not a good idea. Pharmaceuticals and from testing. So gadolinium and thallium are two examples that in different contrasts in our body can get into our body. So once they get into our body, they can cause different effects. Chronic fatigue, brain fog, GI issues like nausea, vomiting, constipation, muscle and joint aches, headaches, autoimmune diseases, cardiovascular disease, neurological diseases, and cancers are all just a few of the examples. So once you find this, what do we do next? Well, we test for it. Testing in the blood is not a good idea because it only stays in your blood a few days and then it gets buried in your bones, your cells, your joints, and your brain. So we do a test, a provocative test, where we give you an IV of calcium EDTA, which draws out the heavy metals. Then for the next 6 hours, you collect your urine, call FedEx, they send it to the lab, and they send us a report. Once we get the report, we can sit down and develop a treatment plan. And some of that treatment plan may be to eliminate the sources of the heavy metals, and then it may be chelation. And we do chelation by IV, and you can do it by other ways as well, and that will help bind the heavy metals and decrease in your body. Once you get the heavy metals decrease in your body, it'll decrease some of these effects and illnesses that you may have, and also your possible future exposure and chronic illnesses. So if you want your heavy metal tested, call Dr. Michael Souza, Intellectual Medicine in the East Bay, and we'll do the test for you, and we'll discuss different ways of lowering those levels. Thank you for listening.